My name is James Blackburn. I live and work in the American Southwest. As a result, I have the good fortune to be able to travel to a variety of beautiful locations. As a professional filmmaker, I document my life through video adventures and I share them with the world. Stay tuned as I travel through the world of movies and the beautiful outdoors. Thanks for watching the James Blackburn Experience.
Chapter 7. Last Day Canoe and Jet Boat. Good morning, folks. Welcome to Day 7 of 7 here on the Green River in Utah. Today we got up extra early because we had to float 10 or so miles to meet up with the outfitter who would pick us up in a jet boat, but more on that later. For now, let's enjoy this beautiful morning together. We were also up at the crack of dawn to load gear into the canoes so that we could get on the water soon. We pre-prepped last night and already had a lot of gear in the canoes and ready to go. It was nice having a head start on it all. Before we knew it, all the canoes were packed and ready to go. The last float on the Green River for this trip. Both a happy and a sad thing at the same time. Happy to have done this, but sad that it's ending later today. The Green River gets in your soul and becomes a part of you for the rest of your days. Then we were in the canoes and on our way. It was definitely very chilly outside, especially since the sun was not up yet. We were bundled up and staying warm, but looking forward to the warmth from the morning sun. We did not have to rush because of our early start, so we kind of had a casual float and enjoyed the scenery along the way. Get the guides. No, this isn't a guided trip. By guides, I mean books and maps. You want to spend time reading through them and familiarizing yourself with the trip before you even put a paddle in the water. Two essentials are Belknap's Waterproof Canyonlands River Guide and the River Guide to Canyonlands National Park and Vicinity. Why two guidebooks? Because Belknap's is more of a map book, showing each bend in the river. It has a bit of information, usually historical tidbits, scattered throughout the pages, but its strengths are the maps. On the other hand, Michael Kelsey's River Guide is packed with details on what to see along the way, and when to explore side canyons off the river. It maps out countless historic sites and prehistoric ruins and petroglyphs, or rock art, worth stopping to see. This pair of books works well together. Our copies are well marked with our own notes, including best campsites. It's not hard to find beautiful campsites while canoeing along the Green River. Just keep your eyes open. There's many along the way. I am truly grateful for adventures like this, and I appreciate the opportunity to travel here with great friends. These folks are some of the best friends a person could ever ask for. I still feel fortunate to have met them and be a part of their awesome lives. Thank you all. As I reflect on my time on the Green River, I have come to the conclusion that this is indeed good medicine. Being here in the Canyonlands in a canoe on the Green River, and the feeling of the cool morning air all around me, wow. I would never dream my life would be like this when growing up in the Midwest back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Back then, the only way I knew about mountains and canyons and rivers that were like this was through television and movies, and the occasional photograph. And while those are all great avenues to share this sort of stuff, they never do it justice, like being here in person. Nothing wrong with the Midwest. There's a lot of beauty there, and good folks there, too. However, there's nothing like this. We are on a true wilderness adventure and in the middle of nowhere for 7 days and 6 nights. However,
I don't consider this to be the middle of nowhere. I think of this as the middle of everywhere, and I truly love being in nature and recharging my spiritual batteries. Soon we will find where the Green River meets the Colorado River. The river will double in size, and the two rivers travel independently side by side until the waters of the Green boils into the waters of the Colorado, and the rivers become one. Of course, as soon as we rounded the bend and entered the confluence, the sky was completely blue, and it looked like we were going to have a beautiful day. Just past the confluence, we saw the jet boat, which happened to be arriving just as we showed up, and they stopped to talk to us. They were heading to pick up additional passengers, and told us they would prefer if we went downriver to a site further down the canyon, since they had trouble getting the boat to shore today. So we left and headed downstream a short distance, about a mile or two, to a small sandy beach that they suggested. Pickup via jet boat is set for a specific time, location, and date. You can choose to be picked up at the confluence or downstream at the Spanish Bottom campsite. Your gear must be ready to load as soon as the boat arrives.
Okay, so it sounds like we have to paddle for a little while longer.
There are 2 jet boat shuttles operating out of Moab that I am aware of currently. Visit their websites to confirm prices and details. We use Texas Riverways and they never disappoint. Very professional and always nice to us. The Colorado River was much bigger and faster moving, and the water was much more choppy. This made me a little bit more nervous because of the incident that happened a few days ago, but Roger and I were a good team and we were getting through it without any issues, and we were happy to be on the last day, but a little sad at the same time.
That was a big boat.
Yeah, it was.
That was a big boat.
There's a lot of people on there already, too.
There were
Boy.
a lot of kayaks. I wonder if they were taking them down to Spanish Bottom to get in down there.
That's what I'm thinking. They're gonna drop a lot of those people off down there above that stuff. Yeah, kayaks and some duckies.
That's maybe the beach there.
Might be the one they were talking about.
Yeah, I'm going to slow us down and just watch what's happening.
Come on, James, I'll be scared. Let's go.
I got us going. I'm just also trying to keep us away from those rocks.
We're not going to hit the rock.
We're going way too fast, way too fast. Okay.
We continued down the Colorado River and looked for the beach that they had mentioned. Our float lasted another 30 minutes or so before we spotted the beach and aimed our canoe for a smooth landing. I was relieved to be almost back on land. The canoe part of the adventure had come to an end, but there was still more fun coming our way.
We're going to have to paddle hard when we get close, dude.
Okay.
I think we want to get a little bit closer left so it makes it easier for us.
10-4. We okay?
Yeah, go left. We're good. Good steep here.
Okay. I see a nice sandy spot up there on the left. Maybe we can beach there at the spot.
I pour my heart into the experience, camera, and editing of each of these video adventures. My hopes are to share memories and maybe teach a few things along the way. Not only teach, but also learn and get better at these outdoor adventures. Learning from experience is one of the best ways for me personally, and on this trip, I did learn a few things along the way. I learned that these trips are physically tough, but spiritually rewarding. At the end of each day, I felt accomplished and proud of our team. We all had a safe and fun journey. I also learned that there's a lot more to canoeing than just jumping in and going. It's best to learn from a professional, especially when just beginning. There are a lot of different paddle techniques that are very helpful and will make a person safer in the canoe. I also learned that my life preserver will not be in the canoe with me anymore. I will wear it from now on anytime I'm on the water. On day 2, when we had the incident and the canoe flipped, my life preserver would have helped me tremendously if I was wearing it. So from now on, no float in a boat without a life preserver. At least for me.
Thank you, Alex.
I had to pee so bad.
What? What happened?
We got our gear ready for pickup and cleaned the dirt out of the canoes. We would be ready for the outfitter and make the transition smoother for everyone. The jet boat showed up about an hour or so later to pick us up.
James, help me carry this case over to the boat.
Okay. All right, folks. We made it to the dropout point on the Colorado River here in Utah. We got the jet boat behind us. We pretty much got it almost all loaded up. There's Matt, the Southwest backpacker. 7 days and 6 nights on the lower part of the Green River. About 60 miles canoed. It was wonderful. So stay tuned because the jet boat is up next.
Before the jet boat departed, the folks from Texas Riverways gave us a talk about safety and travel. They explained it would be about a 2-hour ride up the Colorado River and that we would cover about 70 miles. They also mentioned to be bundled up because it's going to be a cold ride up the river. We were all ready to go. Once everyone was on the jet boat, it was about a 2-hour ride back up the Colorado River, with some other folks moving at about 30 miles an hour. But I still enjoyed the views and was happy to see the lower end of Meander Canyon. Be sure to bundle up for this ride. It can get really chilly with the wind and the early morning cooler air. What an amazing 7 days and 6 nights. Every day was beautiful, and the group really enjoyed our time together. This was my 3rd trip down the Green River with these folks, and I have done the upper river the first 2 times, and this trip, the 3rd time, we were able to canoe the lower river. I have now seen about 100 miles of the Green River through some of the most majestic scenery ever. I have slept here on 17 different days and have been here for 20 days total over the 3 different trips. This trip was great, and the added emergency incident on day 2 really enhanced the entire trip, especially on the days when we were on the water. I was deeply affected by that day, and even after the trip was over, I'm still feeling the emotions of what happened. It was scary, yes, but it was also a learning experience. One lesson I learned: I will always wear my life preserver from now on any time I'm on the water. I also learned that I might need to learn more about canoeing and have plans to do exactly that. I also learned that when good friends and family are together and they authentically love each other, that dynamic will come together in an emergency situation, and everyone will pitch in and help out with no thought other than safety for all. Thanks to the team of great folks on this trip. You are all truly appreciated. After about a 2-hour jet boat ride up the Colorado River, we made it to the takeout point. Soon there would be a bus here to pick us up and drive us back to Moab. I can tell you I was looking forward to a hot shower once we got there. What an incredible 7 days and 6 nights. The jet boat would be unloaded and all our gear would be delivered to Texas Riverways in Moab. The jet boat dropped us off, and we would soon get in this bus for the drive back to Moab. After about a 45-minute drive, we would make our way back to Moab safely. Remember, folks, love, hate. Take care of each other.
Okay, where it all started and where it all ended. Back at Texas Riverways in Moab, nice and safe. Check out this company online.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Remember, folks, life is beautiful if you know where to look. Keep your eyes, your heart, and your mind open. It just might lead you somewhere special. Thank you for watching the James Blackburn Experience. Please check out my channel for over 1,000 additional video adventures.